maximum length of the meeting.
Got it.
Apologies for that.
Yeah, we're happy to have you with us, and drive safely, please.
Thank you. I am.
Great. So yes, Captain, do you want to introduce this, or?
Okay, Dr. CJ, I would like you to start off with the introduction.
Okay, sure. I will do that. Just let me find the agenda here. So yes, we'll start off the agenda. Welcome everybody. This is the second meeting then with in the collaboration of TBS, International and Sustainable Impact, and the purpose of this collaboration is to strengthen the bonds here between this online platform that we have created for sustainability and all of you actors, players who are involved in tourism and sustainable tourism throughout Africa. So this is it's the second meeting, as I said, and we had a great first meeting, and we were decided to do a follow-up where we will go through this community a little more and discuss also potential collaborations inside and outside of the platform, and then we'll have questions and answers, and then we'll see what the next steps will be. So Jenny and Captain, do you want to add anything to this?
No, I just want to say hello, everyone. I'm the head of communication and partnerships for Sustainable Impact. Hello. And the purpose, like CJ was saying, is to get you to know the platform and get how you can actually leverage and get most out of it, which is important, I think.
Yes. Yeah, that sounds great. So I suggest then that we kick this off with a, let me see, back to the agenda. We will take you through a very simple overview, a demonstration now of the platform. And please feel free to interrupt if you have any questions and comments. So we will take a look now at the digital platform that we have set up. So I will start sharing my screen with you. And let's see. So can you now see my screen?
Oh yes, we can.
Yes, okay, we can.
Okay, thank you. So this is when you have logged into the platform, when you have registered. We have launched a series of tutorial videos. There are 4 of them. If you haven't yet received the links, we'd be happy to send you the links later on in this conversation. I could send it in the chat. And they describe more in detail what I am about to walk you through now. So obviously then this community is an online community for sustainability. We wanted to create a place where all stakeholders in the field of sustainability could meet and engage, get inspiration and take action. And we have started working with, we have lots of different things going on at the moment. One of them is that we have set up like a room inside of the house. So, so you guys have your own room inside of the House of Sustainability that we have built, if you think in images here. So we provided the whole house. We want people to move in to have a room for free. At this point, if there's NGOs and so on, if we have big brands coming in later on, they will obviously not maybe be for free here. But at this point, we're happy to invite people who are passionate about sustainability and have their different rooms. So the African Sustainable Tourism Group have received a room inside of this house, and the whole idea here is that you could have your discussions and your dialogues within your community on our community, and then you could easily access other information about sustainability. We'll come back to that in a second. So here is the website, our landing page. So you could click here to join the community, and then you will come to something called social.sustainableimpact.com. So this is where you actually register and join. So let's see if I could send that. Here we are. Let's see. Anyway, I'll send you that link later on. So this is when you have logged in, you have registered, you created your profile, and then you will see this main feed. So here's a sort of standard big main feed where all the posts, the general posts are going. We currently have about 377 members. Our member counter broke down a week ago when we had many members coming in during one day. So we're working to fix that. The latest number is 377. So here you have the main feed. People have uploaded information. Here's one guy who has sent information that he has made a sustainable innovation that is gathering energy from the bottom of the sea. It's called Seafoon. Here's one guy who has made a song about climate change. So he uploaded the lyrics and the song here. And then you have different chats and different discussions here with different people from the community or discussing different topics. So this is the main feed. You reach the main feed by going to this house here, which is the main page. This is the events section. So here you can upload events. So for instance, if you want people to participate in an online event or a physical event that you will be hosting, like cleaning up the beach on Saturday somewhere, you could give it a name here, and you could set the time. When does this event start? Is there a location or physical, or is it an online location? Put in some details, image, and then you could submit the event, and then everybody will see this event. You can see which events you have signed up for and that you will be attending as well, and where they are geographically. This is a chat box like Facebook's Messenger or any other kind of direct messaging system between two people, two or more people on the platform. So here you could discuss one-on-one or in groups. So that's the thought bubble here. This is what we call the Hamburger Menu. I will not go into all the details here, but give you an overview. You have a news section where we post news about sustainability or climate change or anything related to sustainability that we gather from reliable sources. So we are, as I said before, we're not political. We stand outside our religion, and all walks of life are basically welcome to us. All sexual orientations and those kind of things. So we try to be open to everybody. We have made special groups for the Sustainable Development Goals. I'll come back to that in a minute. We have sustainability groups, about 18 of them, and this is currently where the African Sustainable Tourism Group is located. We have cultural expressions where people have posted songs or poems or photography or other cultural expressions linked to sustainability. We have recommendations, which is members recommending other members to on sustainability topics. Like, here is a good place to buy vegan food, or this is what you could do to lower your CO2 footprint. Donation button, and then we have some legal documents, privacy policy, and terms and conditions of using this site. And these documents can also be found on our homepage, but you could reach them from inside the community as well. Here you could go back to our homepage and read more about us. And here you can see demographics where people on the platform are, where they live and where they come from. And here we have some other initiatives that we've collected here. So I'll just mention a few of these things briefly. So here you have the SDG Wheel. So let's say that you wanted to go into a group about ocean sustainability. So these are all the sustainable development goals. I assume that you're familiar with them. There are 17 of them. They were adopted by the United Nations in 2015 as a goal, combined goal for where the world will be going by 2030. So we have all of these sustainable development goals in this circle here. So you pick one of them, and then you could access into a certain group which discusses only this topic then. So that's the SDG wheel. Then we have sustainability groups. Come on. I don't know why this is too slow. Okay, here we go. So here we have 21 groups that you just discuss different topics within. So it's sustainable innovations. It's one South African company has its own place here as well. Sustainable healthcare, Kenya Green Building Society, sustainable lifestyle, sustainable sports, sustainable living, traveling tourism, African sustainable tourist community, which is you. And some other topics related to sustainability. Let's see if there's anything else about the background.
Can I just
Sure.
clarify that, CJ? So each one of those that you saw is what CJ mentioned before, is a separate room in the house, and those groups are isolated from the entire platform, but it also means that you have access to your own group, but you also have access to the rest of the platform. But that's important to know. So this is like your, if you can scroll down to the African tourism, CJ. Yeah, if we can click on that. So this is where you would go in. And this is where you will be able to have your own communications and upload information and share news and so forth. You know, this is your area. So feel free to ask questions if there's any question.
Okay, thank you, Dr. CJ and Jenny, and very smart presentation so far. So I just like to do a kind of a run-up, okay, to let especially my network participants from my network joining in from Nigeria and other part of Africa, because I can see my Dabo, I can see Sophia Khan here, I can see great people here. Actually, sustainableenpa.com is the project that Dr. CJ and his team started in Sweden, and TBS Africa, because our mission here at TBS Africa was actually to promote sustainable travel and tourism in Africa. So Dr. CJ and I came together, and personally, TBS Africa and my team, we requested that Dr. CJ and his team give us a separate group, just like you had Jenny clarify just now, that there are separate groups that you can actually join to discuss your specific discussions about sustainability. So this is very, very important for me to say, because I'd like to actually commend Dr. CJ, Jenny, and the rest of the team. We requested at TBS Africa that we want them to create for us a group strictly for African sustainability, African tourism sustainability, where we can actually go and talk about sustainability issues in tourism as it relates strictly to Africa. And I must tell everybody here that Dr. CJ and his team came up with this group specifically, exclusively for this purpose, on our request, maybe in a week, in less than a week. That's very commendable of them. So the purpose of this particular webinar now is to introduce this community, is to actually, sensitize and raise the awareness, the advocacy, all right, about sustainablemPACT.com. But not only that, to also introduce you guys to the African tourism sustainability community that has been set up on this platform. So this is actually phenomenal. This has never been done before. Okay, I was expecting Dr. CJ to say that, because one of the things I've been actually using to talk to people about this is that this is a social media platform, or kind of, okay, that we're talking strictly about sustainability. So if you go to this platform, you see different groups, okay? Sustainable travels, sustainable lifestyle, sustainable education, sustainable technology, everything is packed here, all right? So it's a social media community. It's very, very important, Dr. CJ Palmer, that we let people know that, okay? And that it's not just a social media community for any other thing to talk about, but to talk about strictly about sustainability. And then sustainable tourism is already part of the groups that is currently available on sustainablempact.com on this platform. But then at the request of TBS Africa, we now requested for a separate platform for Africa tourism, sustainability tourism community, which I would like every one of us that you are on this call to join, to subscribe, and let's come on this platform, talk about sustainability issues. Take, for example, yesterday, I was watching CNN. Jenny, please, Dr. CJ, allow me to say this. I was watching CNN yesterday, and I came across Pisla, okay, this sustainable vehicle, all right, the first of its kind in the world, okay, this vehicle, this SUV, fantastic SUV, all right, low gas emissions and all of that. Okay, this guy was on CNN. I went online to check it out, and it was a fantastic technology. All right, that is what we are talking about here. I don't know if Dr. CJ can share the link to your video, okay, of we don't have time. All right, so climate change is an issue right now at this point. COVID-19 has brought the importance of sustainability to every one of us again. And for us in the tourism industry, I have travel and tourism professionals on this call right now. It is our responsibility, it's our job, it's our own thing to promote sustainability in tourism, because tourism has a direct impact on sustainability. We know that. Because of sustainability issue, that was why UNWTO set up Tourism for SDG campaign, which TBS Africa is a partner of. So we are very proud of TBS Africa. I don't want to waste your time. I don't want to get all the time. This is a Monday morning. We are very proud at TBS Africa to have collaborated with Dr. CJ Palmer and the Sustainable mPACT team to come up with this African sustainability for tourism community. And we want every one of you to subscribe. So like Dr. CJ, I'll hand over to you now, and I'd like you to walk my participant here through the process of signing up on the platform. I want everyone to do that like in this meeting. I don't want you to finish this webinar and then we forget about it. No, it's all about action. It's all about taking action. And I would like everyone on the call here to watch and see how Dr. CJ takes you through signing up on the platform. And then I want every one of us to subscribe to this platform today. And let's go and start the conversation. Because immediately after this webinar, I will be dropping the Africa Tourism and SDG Summit, which is coming up this month, and the physical edition coming up in November. I will be bringing that up as a discussion on that platform, okay, on sustainable impact. And I want us to start that conversation and keep the conversation going about sustainability. I think I've said enough. So Dr. CJ, you have the floor now.
Okay, thank you, Captain, so much for clarifying all that and for describing the history of this great collaboration in its early phase, I think. So I will not waste any more time. I will take you straight to how you log in and how you register and log in. So let me just say very briefly that all the information about sustainable impact could be found at this URL. I'd be happy to send it to you as well. So it's sustainableimpact without an I.com, sustainableimpact.com. And here you could read a lot about who we are, our background, the management team, our advisory board, the ambassadors that we have, our partners, our sustainable soundtracks, which is using cultural expressions to speed up the sustainability transition. You could read about our vision, high purpose, values, and our brand manifesto here as well. We have a new section, and we have, quite a lot of stuff that you could read about who we are. So we will not go into any more background about that. To register here, you either go to sustainableimpact.com and click this button, Join Community. Or you could use this link. I'll share all this with you in a moment on the chat here in Zoom. So social.sustainableimpact.com. So now I'm choosing to see if I could join the community from the website. So you click there. And now that I'm logged in, maybe I will get straight to, let's see. I will log out. So here is where you come. When you have clicked the this button here, join community, it'll take you here. So here's the first registration and logging in window. So here you could choose either at this point, to either log in with Facebook or with a Google account. Later on in the coming versions of the platform, we will have enable other login options as well. I will now click I agree with the privacy policy and the terms and conditions. You can also find them by moving the mouse over here and clicking on them, and you get those documents, privacy policy and terms and conditions. They could also be found at the bottom of our website, our landing page. Here you could easily access all these documents as well. So you have the legal documents as here as well. So, and it's nothing strange. I would say it's pretty standard, our terms and condition and privacy policy. I agree with this. And then in my case, I choose to log in with Google. And then it'll go through a login process. And then it takes me here. So this is the first thing that you will see once you have registered. And then, which I didn't show you before, you could click on the icon up here on the right-hand side to create your profile. So here you could do the normal things on the social media platform. You could edit your profile. You could handle friend requests and who you are, what your preferences and education and those kind of things are. So you could edit your profile. You could change your profile photo, which is this one in my case. You could change the cover image, which is the bigger picture here. And we recommend you to fill out the country that you come from and maybe also the city, because then we get a better view of which nationalities we have on the platform. You could fill out your passions. You could fill out some different information about yourself here. So that is probably one of the first things you do, that you set up your profile. So I think it's pretty straightforward, and then you could go back to the main page, or you could, I think, click here as well to take you back to the main feed here. And then, as I described before, you have these different functionalities and features that you could visit, and they're also all on the video tutorials that I'll send you a link to in a minute. So that's pretty much how you register and log in. Was that sufficient, Captain, or too fast, or do you need more details?
I think that's good with me over here. You did a very good job. Thank you for the presentation. So I don't know if Jenny has any other thing she likes to add before we now go into the Q&A session.
No, that's fine. I think you did a fantastic job. So I have nothing to add.
Well, thank you.
Okay. So Dr. CJ.
Yes.
Let's go straight to the Q&A session. And let me quickly let you know, Dr. CJ, that Beam from the UK is here with us. Okay, she was a co-panelist at the summit. Okay, the Africa Tourism and SDG Summit. You remember her?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
hi, Beam. Pleasure to meet you again.
Hi, it's good to meet you.
Good morning.
Morning to you as well.
So maybe I'll start with Beam. Beam, do you have any reaction or any comment or questions before you leave? Aware that you are very busy and just came in for some minutes. So before you go, do you have any comments or reactions or remarks or maybe a question?
Hi everyone, morning. So I came on a bit later on in the presentation. It does sound really good. I really appreciate if we can send the link. I tried to search on Google just now, sustainable impact, and it didn't come up as a first option. But aside from that, that's kind of all I have right now.
So I'll send you the links now as we speak here in the chat.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Dr. CJ, for dropping the link. Maybe Beam, you want to use the link now, and maybe every other person, you want to subscribe right away to the link. Just, as Dr. CJ has showed, just click on the link, sign up, accept terms and conditions, and let's see if anyone has a challenge of subscribing and joining. So do we have any other person with a question or maybe some comments or remarks? Oh, Nelly is here too. Nelly, how are you? Thanks for joining in.
Yeah, hi Nelly, good morning.
Okay. Dr. CJ, you want to drop the links for your music? Okay.
Sure, definitely. Just a second. So this is a music video that we did maybe two years ago. It is a song that I was part of co-writing, and we yeah, it was quite successful, I would say, globally in the climate sector. We have, I think, Greta Thunberg is here as well, part of this music video, and yeah, it was played a lot in the climate events that were going on around the world from early, yeah, in 2019, I would say. So you're free to check that out if you like. There was a Nigerian cover version that was made as well. I could send you the link to that one too. Let me just see. So here's the link to our Sustainable Soundtracks original song, and then we have the Nigerian cover somewhere here as well. So I'll just share that with you as well. So this is a cover song that was made by a Nigerian group. Whoops. Yeah, maybe too much for my computer now. But anyway, I'll send you the link to that as well.
Okay, not a problem. All right. Esther from Integral Travels and Tours, thank you very much for your comments. We are very happy that we are learning, and I'd like every one of us to sign up on the platform before we leave the call today, because it's actually, you know, our responsibility to take sustainability in tourism very seriously and to act on it like immediately. The time to do that is actually now. Okay, thank you, Dr. CJ, for dropping the Nigerian cover. And Dr. CJ, I'd like you to share the story of this Nigerian singer who just released that video, okay, currently living in Sweden. You want to share that story with the audience? Fantastic.
Yes. So this actually came through the collaboration here with a Swedish climate organization called We Don't Have Time, and they were contacted by this group called Lord Jenny, and that's not you, Jenny, I think, and Nate Genius Films, and they did a cover version of our song, which was I think it has 31,000 streams now on YouTube, their cover version. So yeah, I just know that it gained recognition, especially in Nigeria, and was part of the climate action movement there as well. But this was, I think, about a year ago. So it's an interesting example how sort of one piece of culture could inspire other people to sort of take the torch and run with it and do something else and multiply the message. So we like to work in that aspect. It doesn't have to be us who sort of start things out. It could be another artist or another writer or author, anything like that, photographer that sparks something, and then other creative people use that and sort of run with the message. But that's more into sustainable soundtracks and what sustainable soundtracks is doing. So I'd like to also mention a little bit about our collaboration sort of methods at Sustainable Impact. So just so that you are aware that this group, this room inside of the house that we have now established for you is one example we think of a collaboration that we would be open to and would be interested in having. There might be lots of other ideas that you have about how we could collaborate with you, or maybe make set up collaborations with some of the of hotels or other parts of the tourism industry. So we're all about, we're all ears about that. And Jenny is heading up those activities with us in the area of partnerships. So if you have any concrete ideas, don't be shy, just throw them at us, and we'd be happy to discuss how we could set up, powerful collaborations, all in the name of sustainability and creating a better world. Jenny, do you want to sort of mention anything more about how we work with collaborations or business model or those kind of things?
Yeah, I'll just take a minute or so, and it's all about, I usually talk about 3 pillars. So we have the Sustainable Impact collaborators. Those are organizations that we collaborate with to achieve a common goal around sustainability. The other pillar is part of the business model to generate revenue, to be able to continue our work for sustainability. And one is the business-to-business customer subscription package, which means that a company, depending on their size, pay a monthly fee to have access to certain services and products that is based out of the platform, and also to build a network around the digital platform and the sustainability actions. And the third one is the partnership packages, which is organizations, usually larger organizations, the Fortune 500 companies that invest an annual fee, also get access to the various services and products, research reports, and so forth. And that is, again, the common agenda is obviously sustainability. So that's it. Any questions? Let me know.
Yes. Yeah. I don't know if you have any comments or ideas. We're pretty easygoing, I would say, informal people who are not that bureaucratic or hierarchic. So just you know, guys from one end of the one end of the world, you know, reaching out our hands to you in another part of the world, you know, just simply trying to set up collaboration. So any ideas or questions or comments so far?
All right. Thank you very much, Dr. CJ and Jenny. And I love the part where you mentioned the hospitality hotels. Right now, I'm very aware UNWTO has a project ongoing, okay, for sustainable hotels, okay. So I can pretty assure you that there are so many areas of collaboration that we are looking at, okay. But before I take any other person's remark, I just want to use the opportunity to set another reminder, okay, for you and Jenny or the team, that we are going to be having the physical edition of the Africa Tourism and SDG Summit. Okay, the second series is coming up October 20 this month. So I love you and your team to be on the call. The physical edition, which is in November, definitely because of the travel restrictions between Europe and Africa, definitely you guys won't be able to come. But notwithstanding, we will be having it as a hybrid event. So we'll be having some of our panelists on ground, like, I don't know if Nelly and Beam will be able to join us on ground, but Didier Baye, okay, has actually promised to be on ground. All right, and then we are looking at a situation where we have some participants and panelists on ground, and then also we're able to have participants online connecting with us. So we're going to be streaming the event, so it's going to be an hybrid session, and because the advocacy is not going to stop here, all right, and then secondly, like I mentioned to you earlier, okay, we at TBS Africa, we've come up with a version of SDG in action talks, all right, because we don't just want to hand it up at webinars and summits and presentations, you know, we want to put the boots on the ground, get our hands dirty, go to tour attractions, water attraction, pick out plastics, draw out fishing net. I have a professional, a friend who is a tour guide in Lagos, all right, that is on the project right now. They go to the middle of the beach and in the ocean and pull out fishing nets that fishermen abandoned, and that has become has converted, has make those fishes to become endangered species and all of sorts. So once the travel restrictions are lifted, we would like to have a version of that with your team in Sweden. Okay, so if you definitely wouldn't mind, I'm very, very sure travel and tour operators here on the call we love to come, okay, as a team, all of us come over to Sweden. You give us, you recommend for us an attraction in Sweden over for a paid tour, and then we look around and then have some sustainability lecturers or experts speak to us about sustainability, because Sweden, I must let participants here know, Sweden right now is a model that the whole world is looking at as far as sustainability is concerned, and we have a lot to learn from Sweden, and we are going to do this not only as events and summits virtually. We also like to come over there and then come and see you guys and learn one or two things. So this is something we're going to have to sit together at a committee level and plan properly. Probably that should be sometimes in 2021 once the restrictions are lifted. And I just want to know from TBS Africa, that's what other areas of collaboration we are looking at. So I open the floor for any other person who wants to any remark or other suggestions on the areas of collaboration. So the floor is yours, participants. Thank you. So if you have anything you want to say to us or questions or remarks, just unmute your microphone and then can talk to us. We'll be wrapping up this in 5 to 10 minutes time. Oh, let me quickly acknowledge the presence of Chief Abiodun Odusonwo, our key speaker. Dr. Palmer, you remember him? He was our keynote speaker during the first edition of the virtual summit.
Yeah,
Chief
I remember
Abiodun,
you. Yes.
You're fine. Please, Chief, would like you to say one or two things. Please, you want to unmute your microphone, sir. Thank you for being here.
It's right. I'm coming on. Hey. I'm coming. Hey.
No problem. We can hear you. And NASA King, I can see your hand is raised. Please allow us to take Chief Abiodun and then we'll come to you. Yes, the Chief.
Good morning to you. It's a pleasure being on this discussion. It has been going on very, very well. After the last discussion that we had, I was able to link up with the MDA's office in Abuja.
Great.
And means their involvement. A letter will have to go to them from your office to them, so that they can actually with them in order for them to tell us what is Nigeria doing as far as the achievement of MDA is concerned, particularly in relation to tourism. So I'm glad that I'm going to do that. Thank you very much. And I commend all the guys for their contribution and the time they are actually spending on this particular discussions and collaborations. And I'm sure really we shall all find it worthy of our time. I thank you very much. Have a good morning.
Thank you so very much, Chief. We really appreciate those words. Dr. CJ and his team are actually doing some fantastic job here, and I love the fact that they are very open to collaborations, and I've told them that they should be expecting us in Sweden anytime from next year once the travel restrictions are lifted. We have a lot to learn from Sweden as far as sustainability is concerned. Thank you very much, Chief. So, NASA King, please.
Good morning, everyone.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, actually, my question was if Dr. CJ Palmer do Sweden visa if you participate on the tourism industry.
Could you repeat? Was it regarding tourism visa?
Yes. If you participate on tourism industry, like if you can give assistance in Sweden visa, basically.
I'm not sure that I am the best person to do that. I'm thinking about some different things as in regards to your question here, NASA King. So, and also with what you said, Captain, you know, about setting up some kind of, and this is not fully baked, but you know, some kind of you know, education or partnership program also on a state level, on a country level. I know that there are set up connections, of course, between the two countries, but I think it would be interesting to explore the existing sort of highways between Nigeria and Sweden, and maybe use those existing channels that are already up and running for these kind of topics. And I think there might also be a possibility potentially to have some kind of support for this kind of knowledge exchange, because as you say, it happens to be so that Sweden is always number 1 or 2 in the global rankings in the field of sustainability. So with what you said here, Captain, it might be possible to set up some kind of field trip or education trip to Sweden to learn more, and it might be possible to look to maybe governmental federal fundings to accomplish that. I am not sure. I don't know specifically, but I think that those kind of pathways, those highways ways are built already. So that there is a ongoing dialogue between the two countries, obviously, and maybe within the framework of that, it could be possible to both get help with the funding for such a education program, field trip, and other things within such a collaboration program. So I think that is worth raising that question with the maybe on a embassy level context between Sweden and Nigeria. So from our standpoint, practically, I think we have a quite limited bandwidth at the moment. So I just want to point out that we put all the resources we have and all the hours to make this platform better and to engage people to it and to have people to use it. So I think our bandwidth in assisting with such procedures, applying for visa and those kind of things, is very limited. Having that said, I know that it's not that difficult, I think, to access this information online. I do not believe that you need a specific visa to go to Sweden if you're here for work or tourism for some time, but that could easily be accessed.
CJ,
yeah.
What I'll do is I'll check with the from our end anyway, between the Nigerian embassy and so forth, and see if I can get you some links or some information, and then hand it over to you to take it from your end. So
that would be cool. That would be cool. Thanks, Jenny, for that comment, and thanks, Dr. CJ, because it will be very, very lovely to explore these opportunities, this existing channel. Like Chief also said that the MDA office here in Abuja, okay, we're going to write them officially, and also we'll see from our own hand if we can also explore, if let's assume, okay, let's say they have any existing relationship with Swedish government. But I am very, very positive that it will be more more result oriented if you can, share those links with us from your end. Okay, if it's coming from the Swedish government, all right, to the Nigerian embassy, it's kind of going to be more faster and more result oriented, because the way we do things around here in Africa, the bureaucracy and all the monopoly and all those stuff. But Jenny, I really appreciate if you can follow up on this particular engagement, just like you have just mentioned just now. So thank you very much, Dr. CJ, and thank you, Jenny. Thank you, Jenny, so much. Thanks. And thank you enough. I think this is just the beginning, okay? As one thing I believe is that as we explore these opportunities, we're going to come up with other ones. Other ones are going to open up, and the future is for collaborators and moving together and achieving success together. And sustainability actually requires partnerships and collab. I think SDG 17 is about partnerships, and I think that's what we are doing right here. So Dr. CJ?
Yes, I have a couple of small comments. Firstly, and this is Jenny is in charge of our sort of bandwidth and what we take on from a communication and promotion standpoint. So I don't know the exact situation, but Jenny might be able to comment on our possibility to support events that you have going on, and our ability to promote events like you have this physical event coming up now in October, whether we could help you to promote that or not. Jenny, do you have any comments on that?
Yeah, it would have to be a sort of a separate meeting for that in regards to some type of calendar, and how you can leverage off our network and how we can communicate about your events in our social media channels. So Captain, you can just let me know who is a good person to be talking to around that and have that set up.
Yes. So, Captain, would that be you that would be handle that kind of promotion for your events?
Dr. CJ?
Yes.
Can you say that again?
Yeah, we hear you. We were wondering, Jenny said that, in regards of promoting your physical events, that could be on a separate meeting. Is it suitable that you reach out to Jenny to see what our possibilities are to help promoting your physical events? Would you reach out to Jenny on that?
Or is it somebody else?
We'll do that. Definitely, we'll do that after the meeting. So we can actually talk about that on a separate meeting, just like she said.
Okay.
Thanks, Jenny.
I have one small comment, and I will allow myself to share the screen here with you guys again. I quickly went into I don't know if you could see my screen now.
Yes, we can see.
Okay, so this is the Swedish governmental body for international aid, for foreign aid, and this is where it's like USAID, I think, pretty similar. So SIDA is a government agency working on behalf of the Swedish Parliament and government with a mission to reduce poverty in the world. So there are different programs here that SIDA is running. So I just wanted to, I'll send you this link as well to sida.se and then English. So as you see here, there are international training programs that are running, and I know that Sweden has, as you may know, a large commitment, I would say, in Africa. Historically, we've been quite active in different projects supporting countries in their development on a pretty wide range, I would say. And you see some examples here of programs that are going on today. So I think maybe within the SIDA framework, it might be possible to set up some kind of governmental partnership as well. But obviously, I'm not the person to answer to questions about that. But I just know that there is a lot going on when it comes to these kind of programs. So that might be an option as well.
Yeah. What a lovely one. Thanks for sharing the slide. I can actually see on the screen a font setup for Africa on your screens. Okay. If you don't mind, you might want to send the link to me, maybe via LinkedIn or WhatsApp after this meeting, so we can follow up from there.
Sure. Yes, so happy to collaborate with everybody. Send us your ideas, and we can discuss different kind of partnerships. And if I'm to round off here, I think it's important to spread the word about the African Sustainable Tourism group or community on the Sustainable Impact platform. We believe it's crucial to get people engaged on a specific exclusive platform for sustainability. So let's use this platform that we have set up to make difference in the world. And we, of course, with the digital technology and the power of the internet, we can all connect and drive change and be engaged through this platform. So please use it. It's there to be used. Yes, so please share the links and feel free to drive the discussions on the platform. That's what it's there for. Thank you.
All right, thank you so very much, Dr. CJ, for your time, and thank you for pioneering sustainableimpact.com, and for also on behalf of TBS Africa and the whole African community, giving us the African sustainable tourism community. And let me quickly also say thank you as we wrap up to all our participants. I can see Gidi Boss is in the house, Mr. Gideon Ludayo of Aeroport Travels, and Ibrahim Makonjola of IBM Tours, and every other person from my network here in Nigeria and across Africa, Beam in the UK, Nelly from Kenya. This has been a wonderful meeting. I'd like every one of us to, continue to, put sustainability at the forefront of our, activities. Take, for example, IBM in Lagos does a lot of domestic tourism inbound in Lagos, and it's very, very important that we incorporate sustainability into our tour packaging into our tourism activities, because it's not just enough to do tourism. We must do tourism sustainably in such a way that the planet is better for it. So thank you everyone for joining. Thank you, and don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms. Get ready for this second series coming up October for the Africa Tourism and SDG Virtual Summit, and then the physical edition is going to be live in Abuja. Okay, it's going to be a hybrid event, and then we're going to continue to update you. So Dr. CJ has just shared his LinkedIn contact group, so you might want to connect with him. It's all about collaborations. All right, so just make sure that you loop TBS Africa into any further collaborations. We are also open to any suggestions you think, whatever way you think we can actually make this better through Dr. CJ and his team. We really appreciate your time. It's not easy to gather people together on a Monday morning in Africa for this, but we really appreciate your time. So thank you. Dr. CJ, is there any other thing you want to say, or you want to wrap it up now?
Yeah, are there any general comments or questions?
Nothing for now. Nothing for now.
Okay, no, thank you so very much for your time. Looking forward to collaborating, and thanks for what you guys are doing. And thank you for your time, Captain, for organizing this wonderful meeting. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you, everyone. The replay for this webinar will be available in seconds because we are streaming on YouTube, so we'll be sharing it live to everybody. And also, Dr. CJ, don't forget to share me the links for the video tutorials, okay? And
yes,
so that I can be able to circulate, because I know a lot of my network couldn't join because of this is a Monday morning, but they would like to catch up the replay and also see the tutorials after this webinar.
I will. Thank you. Okay, have a great day, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Right, thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Bye, Captain.
Have a great day.
Thank you so much.
Thanks. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Palmer.
Thanks, Giddy Boss.
Yeah,
nice to have you.
Boss, send me, my brother. Good morning.
Morning. Thanks for joining me.
So, all done. Have a great weekend.
And you too.